fell into the Rossi helmet, was on pole position on GP22 Ducati. Some crazy things going on in the Howling Steve started on the front row, who'd have thought that? And we're away for the opening race of the season. And they're going, it's getting tight into turn 1. And it's going to be VTR. Oh my, Nelson's taken a very strange line as they all file through turn 1. Everybody stayed on, and VTR holds up at the front. Howling second, Craig in third. Oh, and the Ducati's gone down. Oh, and oh. Legendary's down, Sire is down, and Finley is down. I don't know whose fault that was, but oh, and Howling hits the back of VTR. Craig has been really wide, and that's going to allow DJ to go up to the side. And Howling's lost the front and he's down as well. Oh man. It must be Sire who initially crashed. VTR is off and away. Ghost Beach and Jack Berman making contact. These two are now Red Bull KTM teammates is making contact constantly, but Jack has got the better of the two. Oh, Legendary's down again, so at the start Legendary would have wanted to Division 1. In the combined races we had at the end of the season, in Season 8, Legendary showed great promise, constantly running inside the top 5. Fortunately mistakes would come his way, but no, he was really strong in those final races, in those races. Whoa, and DJ's on a massive head shake there into turn 15, very odd. And VTR, things have gone his way. He was really worried about his teammate. Well, look, fortunately for him, his teammates had a bit of a rotter. And down in 8th. Howland will be absolutely checking himself. He was in a prime position to take his first win in ages. Fortunately, just a small mistake, and that's all it's cost him. Ghost Beach and Jack have swapped places. Ghost Beach getting in front of his British teammate. And now Nelson is starting to join the fight. And Nelson won Season 5 with the Red Bull KTM team, so I don't think he's not raced the KTM on this game. We will know sort of what the strengths and weaknesses are of that bike. But he goes underneath Jack Bowman into turn 6, and he makes the move stick very nicely there. Done by the former 2-time champion. He now tries to close him with Ghost Beach. Back on board the Honda. Oh, Jack's gone down. Oh, his return's not gone. For the Berman brothers, they're not very lucky. That's for sure. Their luck has never been strong on this game, unfortunately. Howling in 6th place. What the Yamaha? With his riding style, I would not expect him to be going as fast as he is, but fair play to him. He's running really well on that M1, just unfortunately made the mistake he did. But if he can just keep this pace going, and hopefully for him, the guys in front make quite a few mistakes, as Nelson in front makes a move on Ghost Beach, that's going to help Howland close the gap down. And VTR is not getting away from DJs currently. He's only able to gap by about a couple of attempts, just managing the gap as you would at this stage. Taking a bit of a tight line, and DJX has actually run wide, and Craig's going to go up the inside. No, he's not. Really close, but oh, and look at that, Ghost Beach making his way back through on Nelson. Nelson's going to go round the outside of the Red Bull KTM through turn 2. Ghost Beach sitting him off, defending the position quite aggressively there. Now we go to Craig. Into turn 4, Craig going to go round the outside of the Suzuki. There's no way the Honda can see that thing turning. And Nelson's going to into turn 5, no way. Setting up the inside of the Red Bull KTM. I know he's gone down. That was a bit ambitious from Nelson, and Howling is just about, and Sire just about to avoid the bike. Turn 5 is you've got to fully commit, and it's really hard. And yeah, I think there was a bit of, I don't think there's contact between him and Ghost Beach, so it was just because he ran the curb, and you really don't really run the curb there. Where's we're going to come for Craig? Maybe it's turn 10. He's through. Nicely done there. And a number 58. 1.8 seconds though, the gap to VTR, that was what's happened with us fighting. VTR's got away. Can Craig have the rhythm, have the pace to close that gap down in just 5 laps? That's 4/10 a lap, that's quite a big ask. Just been how close these guys usually are. But we'll have to see. And Howling is now the tough odd chat, but let's go down again. Legendary, he will be moving into the top 9, I would believe. There we go. But Siren Howling, they're closing in on this group. The other two fastest on the split. Just unfortunate they've both made mistakes that have cost them to be in the position they are. But Craig, I said he had to close the gap down. He already closed it down by 0.3 of a second. Can Craig find something to win here? In the back of my mind, I don't think he's ever won a race. I might be wrong, but victory doesn't spring to mind for Craig. I think he's always come close, but anytime he could have won a Season 5 on the Petronas Yamaha. But Craig was really strong on the Yamaha, really consistent, top 5 finisher. He wanted the reps with Honda, and this is why. Honda seems to suit his style better, it seems, than the Yamaha. So he's definitely a bit more strong. At 1.3 seconds. You can get it down to about 1.2 by the end of the lap. It could be game on here. All it takes is to drop just under that 1 second barrier, and things can change in an instant. But Sire is now looking at the back of the M1. Then we're going to go into this sector, and Yamaha, Ghost Beach has gone down. These two are now in the top 5. 4th and 5th for these pair. Isaiah is smart, he'll just wait, sit behind Howling. Oh, Finn's going down here. Sit behind Howling, wait for the fight, wait for the last corner, gas it out, and get him on straight. Let's see if my view is correct. Craig actually must have made a mistake somewhere because the gap's gone back up to 1.8 seconds, so VTR doing the perfect job out front. On we go. Up, down the straight, and Howling's was extremely strong in this final sector, using the front end of that Yamaha to best visibility. And the battle resumes with a couple of... Oh! Simon must have ran into... broke himself. There's no way Ghost Beach is going to go up the inside of him now, and nearly did though. It seems like Craig is stronger in the first sector of the circuit, but maybe that Honda just isn't strong enough in the third sector to closing this gap fully. Hard on the brakes, into turn 4. Oh, and Ghost Beach hits the curb and he's gone down. Really joining this trio, fighting for 8th place. They were just about getting in front of them, but these three battle for 8th place, they both crashed twice. Legendary versus the Berman brothers. Two former champions of Division 2 here. Oh, Legendary's going to turn it underneath Finley. And where's Jack? He just ran the back wheel there. Oh, and Finley's he's going to try and... Anyway, round the outside. No, he's going to go round the outside. He's just going to turn it to the inside for turn 10. Nicely done by Finley. Oh, you are joking. It's just the slightest amount of contact and he's down. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. It was a beautiful move, and unfortunately just the slightest of contact just put him on the floor. It really wouldn't really happen in real life, I don't believe. He goes down again and he's gone. Oh, and Legendary's lost the front as well. Running a bit offline, and that's all it takes sometimes. Howling still holding off Sire. I don't actually remember the last time Howling was on the podium, but I know he'll be desperate for it. If he believes in himself, there's no doubt about his self-confidence. Ooh, and Sire making a big mistake there into turn 4. The gap at the front is stabilising at 1.3, 1.4 seconds. But these three, they've been the standout riders. They've not made any big mistakes. Been quite consistent. And it does sound that they've lost. These three have really changed in terms of lap time is when Breakers and VollgazzRacing were passing. So a great job by these three. I'll say VollgazzRacing has really caught me off guard. I did not expect him to be fighting for podium positions here, but great job by the Frenchman. And Howling is now being harassed by Sire, who's going to try and force his way through at turn 12, and he just about gets through. Great awareness by Howling there to give Sire room, make sure the pair of them don't collide. And unfortunately, Howling's hit the curb that's forced him wide. He's going to run right over the camera, and that might be. We'll see if he can fight back against Sire, but he's got a long straight now, so that takes unlikely to be able to get back past him immediately. But if you can just focus that down, you might be able to just try and force a way through somewhere in these final 2 laps. And Ghost Beach has got a long lap penalty, which he will have to serve. If he didn't try to serve it, he will have an extra 3-second penalty added on. Just goes Peach to take the long lap penalty. Finley's joining back, ready for second race. He's pulled off and there he goes. Peach takes the long lap penalty at turn 6, and his teammate is most likely going to overtake him. Yes, he does. In 7th position. The race will settle down now. I think it's going to be good between these two to fight for positions. You see? So back at the front, VTR starts the final lap of this race. He hasn't taken a victory since Aragon in Season 7. Just 16 more turns for him and he will be the victor. A great performance by him, start to finish performance. So if it's Ghost Beach and Jack, Ghost Beach goes up the inside of his teammate. Can Jack fight back? Yes he will, side by side they go. Go, or come, whichever word you want to use. Through turn 2 and Ghost Beach has got the better of his teammate, but can Jack find a way through? He goes through turn 3 on the gas. Oh, he's at the curb and that's going to finish his chances of overtake at turn 4. Now into turn 5. And now turn 6. Just doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. You never know. Sire, great job to overtake Howling and consolidate the 4th place damage limitation by the Season 6 champion. Whoa, Jack nearly running into the back of his teammate. He's definitely going to be looking to try and get it done. But VTR round the penultimate corner of turn 15, one final corner at turn 16. And VTR once again is a race winner in VollgazzRacing.
Let's go.
VTR will win the opening race of Season 9 Division 1.
Race. Perfect race,
Bergen
second ever
finishes
winner.
second, and DJ's a really good third place. Sire will just about hold on to fourth place from Howling Siege in fifth place on his debut on the M1 Yamaha. Nelson will finish sixth. Ghost Beach, will he hold off his teammate for seventh place? I think he just will. Jack Bergman finishes eighth, and Legendary, very disappointing ninth place for him. And Finley will take the final spot inside the top 10.
While the riders enjoy a well-deserved lap of honour,
VTR, impressive performance, lights the flag finish. Craig finishing second, Djex in third. And Djex, following on from his podium, is in third. Here we go. Side out device is activated, lights are on, and we're off. Really poor reaction time for a few of the guys there. Mainly Djex, and look, he's all the way down to 10th. Into 2, oh my, Ghost Beach has caused some manner of things into turn 1, and VTR has got away with all of that into turn number 2A and B, and people are using the curves and they're just about getting away with things. Brave using the runoff area, hopefully there's no penalties that are given. On the brakes flies now into turn 4, so finally he's got some. Howling running into the back of Ghost Beach. Oh, Legendary's gone down again. Go down the straight, we can see the path. Look at Nelson's, oh my god, Nelson's machine is a rocket ship, and it's free abreast into turn 4, that ain't gonna work. Nelson's gone off the track. Is forcing off the track and he's dropped down to 8th place. Still could be worse. Ooh, look at Sire. He's right on the back of Ghost Beach. He's changed direction. Oh, and Sire's actually hit the back of Ghost Beach, and Howling's going grass tracking. VTR's getting away here. Don't be surprised if some of them actually go faster than in qualifying. That's something I will not be surprised by. But here we go, end of lap 1, VTR is in the lead. Dustin for the Ghost Beach in second, and Sire in third. Hard on the brakes, into the chicane. Ghost Beach go on the grass. Doesn't go. It's going to try the Potteraro. Not quite possible. I think Jack and DJ's going to come together. DJ's is going to try and maybe go up the inside into turn 4. Turn 3, sorry, because his nose just cut off. So now up the hill. More contact between the two riders. No idea where to look. But CR is not going away here. Through turn number 6 and now up to 7. VTR holding station at the front, just like he did last time. Oh, Nelson's gone down. Falling victim to turn 7. Oh, Sizer! Oh no, Sizer! Ghost Beach and the pair of them have gone down.
Wow, what was the
Oh. That's really unfortunate. Now that releases. Oh, and Ghost Beach and Sire have gone down again. Disaster for Sire. I mean, this is fantastic for the championship contenders. So VTR 1.3 second leader. The House Siege in second. Ghost Beach and Sire are still making contact with each other. Yeah, after that, I think that's pretty obvious what the penalty needs to be done. Anyway, after we'll get on with that later. We'll do that behind the scenes. BTR 1 second gap over Howling Siege. I've got to say, Howling being on a Yamaha. No way, VTR's gone down.
No.
Big mistake by the championship leader. And he drops down to. He's lucky that Side's had the stuff with Ghost Speed because otherwise his championship might be in tatters. But Howling Siege, I was just about to say, when I found out it was on the Yamaha, I did not expect it to go well at all. Because Howling's riding style is extremely aggressive on the brakes. It's like his styles are very suited to a V4. You stop, brake as little as hard as possible, you get it stopped as much as possible, you make the biggest V possible, you shoot it out. The Yamaha is the complete opposite of that. Or maybe it's sort of like a Tom Sykes BMW thing where, because of how well the bike actually turns, it means while he's doing that, he can actually take a lot more corner speed. And because the inline 4 actually has a lot of torque out the corner, that maybe boosts it that little bit. Oh, DJ's on the curb. He just about survives. Craig, doing what he normally does, finds that consistency. He's in third place. Finley, despite his problems, 5th place. 5th and 4th for the Bergman brothers. I'm praying nothing happens to them because they're cursed. They're honestly cursed in this championship sometimes. But Howling Siege, I don't even remember I think the last race he won was Barcelona in season 5. He had 2nd place at Assen in season 7, where he was the only rider really to stay on the bike, and he brought home to 2nd place in a fantastic race. 6 laps. This will be the longest 6 laps in Howling's life for quite a while. Come on, Howling, you can do it, fella. You can do it.
Wait, keep on traffic.
Mind you, the time. But hold the breath. I hold the breath there when I saw Howling go over the curb. Luckily, he didn't take max lean angle. This reminds me of when Josh, all those seasons ago, season 3, when Josh was leading at Austria for 6 laps. I think it was 6 laps he led the race for. He was doing such a good job, and then he unfortunately lost the front at turn 3. Howling, I'm starting to feel is maybe falling under the pressure because the gap's now dropped to 6 tenths of a second to DJX, and you just know Craig is going to start clawing away at the gap as well, especially if these two start fighting at some point. But Meteor now, he's closing in on his former Division 2 rival for 4 seasons to go. It's crazy to think that next season on Motogp22 will be the 10th anniversary of this league. I was about to go on board with Legendary, but unfortunately, Legendary's gone down. VTR manages to go through on Finley. I think Finley might have made a mistake into turn 9. Maybe just let, I don't imagine so, but maybe just let VTR through. In hopes that he can just hold on to VTR and help him drag him up to Jack and Craig.
Wait, that's 3 times he's done.
Cause some kind of chaos between them, amongst them.
That's 3 times he's track exceeded.
He's not mad. That's the slip up. DJX is applying the pressure.
Can't believe it.
You know, this is going to be the last time, unless we do a classic, 4-stroke or 2-stroke event. It's going to be the last season where we do see the Suzuki's, the GSX RR. Yeah, it's a real shame that they're not going to be in the next game. Obviously not in the 2023 season. But yeah.
I get at least a point.
DJX doing the factory trouble. This has been a bit of a shaky lap. And that's just like Howling off the hook here. Howling, he won. I think he won here. I can't remember season 4. I think it's wet here. I can't remember what result he got, but I'm convinced this race here in season 4 was wet. I'm remembering a wet race here on 21. But like some Craig, you've got to be careful. You've got one more track limits warning. How long is he just taking the perfect line there? Into turn 2A. Perfectly hitting the white line, just missing that curve. You don't. If you want it just in this race, especially in the situation he's in, you want to be avoiding that curve. Because you're just asking for trouble at that stage. That Berman here starting to be caught by VTR. VTR really got his brother. Hey, look at the gap. VTR just closes in on the brakes. VTR just with this game. I don't know what the step was he made from GP21 to GP22, but he's definitely been the most improved rider between those two games, without a doubt. Whether it's just a mental thing, just he physically understands the fights better, or the game just gels with his riding style, I don't know. But he's definitely made a great step, and I think we're all really happy to see him go from fighting, going in Division 2 to Division 1, fighting for the title. He just does run wide there, through turn 9, makes a bit of a mistake, but he's in the now he's gone down, but he's done the smart thing, he's made a mistake, he's made sure just to run wide, not close to break even more and crash. Just accept he's made a mistake, allowed himself to lose a few tenths of a second, and now he's back on it. And Jack doing some nice track extending there.
Yeah, show him well.
Unfortunately, the game doesn't catch you do it at turn 1, so you have to sort of do that manually. Now you've got D-Jets, one warning away from a long lap penalty. Craiginator, one warning away from a long lap penalty. Jack Berman, one warning away from a long lap penalty. Craig is also now beginning to close in on D-Jets. Craig, he's got race-winning pace, but unfortunately his start has cost him here. I don't know what happened. He was starting 4th, and then at the end of the chicane he was like last. So I don't know if he just got swatted, but maybe the Ghost Beach stuff cost him. But yeah, he just lost a lot in the opening sector of the race. So you can VTR, can he get, this is where he passed his brother. Whoa, and the RC16 shaking its head a lot there. He's taking a lot of corner speed and actually held him off. Through the final corner. Penultimate lap time. Hard on the brakes. Into turn 1 and VTR's out braked. Rebel KTM rider and he's through. The contact between the two. Jack is not going to let this go without a fight. He's not activated his ride at the back. I'm really surprised by Jack. Jack's outbraked VTR and he's made it stick. Brilliant job there. Here we go up to turn 3. Is VTR going to attack? Yes, he is. Side by side they come. And it's a drag race down the back straight. I think that the captain should beat the KTM. Yes, it will, but will Jack fight back? Yes, he is. Is he going to make it stick? VTR's going to short. D-Jets has gone down. Jack's run wide. VTR's undercut him, and that's now for podium position. D-Jets making a big mistake there at turn 4. Finley's back inside the top 5. Howling now with a 2-second lead out front. Come on, Howling, you've got this, mate. Long. It's been too long since he's won a race. It's been 4 seasons coming. 4 seasons. And, he won that on an Aprilia of all things. I do believe that the first season that he's riding an inline 4, or 4 inliners since now we've been totally called them. We go on to the final lap of this race. Just 10 corners, or 11, depending what you call the chicane. Nelson's gone down again. He wants to leave this Red Bull ring as fast as possible. Craig, he's just gonna miss out on the championship at this rate, but 2 second places with consistency. VTR will just about hold on by 1 single point, but Howland will be stating his name. He'll go 3rd place. Had he not crashed on the opening lap of Qatar, who knows? He might be championship leader. But there's still 6 more corners to go for these guys. Tyre's gone down again. But something's happened to Jack Berman. Jack Berman's dropped down to 6th place. Finley's now into 4th. VTR's really catching Craig here. He's caught my free tyres ran out of fuel. He's ran out. I do. Sire, you plonker. How have you run out of fuel? Well, this is a really fuel heavy track, but Howling Siege. He's been waiting for this. He's been saying he could win. He's always been on about, I know I can win. I know we've got the pace to do this. I know we've got the pace to do that. He hasn't been able to prove it, but finally he rounds the final corner. Howling Siege, welcome back to the stop of the podium, mate. You are once again a Volgas race winner. Craig to hold on to 2nd place. Vitor consolidates his championship lead in 3rd place. Finley a fantastic 4th place from last place in the grid. He gets to be absolutely kicking himself. He finishes in 5th. Jack Berman's retired from the race as well. So Nelson and Ledger, they're fighting for 6th place, would you believe it? And they're not actually going to finish the race. I don't think. It's going to be a run out of the final it's a run to the final corner through turn 9. Nelson's just about holding on, but he's going to run a little bit wide. But I think he's just about going to hold it into last. Actually, they might finish here. It's a run to the line. Suzuki versus Honda. The Honda's surely going to win, but the guys cross the line.
Yeah,
It's going to be Nelson who just holds off Legendary.
While the riders enjoy a well-deserved lap
Howling
of honour,
Siege wins
let's take a
for the
look at
first time
final results of this
in
race.
4 seasons. Craig 2nd, VTR 3rd.